Hello and welcome to this video. So in this video we are talking about all the rules of the Dredd Pinball machine, because some people say, hey, I don't care about your opinions or I don't care about reviews or anything like this. I need to know about the rules so that I know if I want to get this game or not. The rules are almost more important than anything else. So in this video I want to explain all the rules of the Dredd Pinball machine. So first of all, you can start this game in two different modes. You can start the regular gameplay or you can start Super Game. So first let's talk about the regular gameplay, because you will see the Super Game isn't really that much different. And your goal in this game is to get to the ultimate challenge and start the ultimate challenge, and there are two ways to do that. The first way is you start and successfully finish the multi-ball mode, or you build up this chain which is made out of 9 links and each link stands for a different mission. So you have to play all 9 missions to get to the ultimate challenge. And no, it is not possible to start more than 1 mission at a time. So it is not possible to stack the missions or anything like this. So when you start the game, you can use the left fire button to select the mission that you want to play, in case you don't like the mission that the pinball machine selected for you, because it's not necessary to select those missions, because after each mission the pinball machine automatically lights up or selects the next mission that you want to play or that you have to play. But if you don't like it for some strategy reasons, I'm not talking about strange reason, I'm talking about strategy, for some reason, then you can select a different mission and you launch the ball by using the right fire button. So there is nothing on the front right here to launch or shoot the ball, which could be confusing at the beginning. And I've also had the problem, I was playing the Dredd a very long time, and then I was playing the Demolition Man, and I tried to launch the ball by searching for a button on the side of the pinball machine. That's the way it is. So yeah, then you launch the ball, and the ball comes out here after you've launched the ball, and it ends up here on the upper left flipper, and you have to shoot here into this loop. This is the skill shot. So how do you start a mission then? You start a mission by shooting at the build-up chain feature wherever it's lit. There are 2 build-up chain features in this game. One is right here, which is the left ramp, and one is right here, which is into the sniper tower. So there's always just one of those 2 lit. So you have to shoot the one that is lit to start a mission. And after the mission is over, the build-up chain feature automatically relights itself. So there's nothing that you have to do in order to relight the build-up chain feature. It is automatically lit up after a mission is over. And one more thing, all those missions, except one, all those missions are having a time limit, and this time limit is 25 seconds. So just to let you know. So now let's talk about those missions. So here you have the Pursuit mission. The Pursuit mission is a mix between regular gameplay and a video mode. So up on the screen, on the dot matrix display, you will see that you are chasing a car, and you have to shoot the right or the left ramp to launch missiles at this car. And you just have to hit the car once with the missile, and then it's destroyed and you successfully finished this mission. It doesn't sound hard, but it can be really challenging because depending on which ramp you shoot, this is the side that you launch the missile. So if you shoot the right ramp, you launch a missile at the right side of the street, and if you shoot the left ramp, you launch a missile at the left side of the street. So it could be a little bit tricky to get your ball to the flipper that you need in order to shoot the right ramp, because it doesn't make any sense if your ball is on the left flipper, because with the left flipper you can only shoot the right ramp, but the car is driving on the left side of the road. So this could be difficult. And not only is the car changing lanes, but the car is also not just driving straight forward, because sometimes the car is making a slight turn to the left or to the right, or a slight turn to the left. So even if you shoot the missile at the right side of the street, the missile goes by the car because it made a slight turn. Sometimes the street also goes down a little bit, so the car jumps so that the missile goes underneath or over the car. Could be really frustrating. So yeah, that's the first thing. Then there is blackout. Well, the blackout is a mission that doesn't have this 25-second time limit. So the blackout is basically a 2-ball multi-ball where all the values are doubled, and of course this mode goes on for as long as you keep both balls in play. But there's also something that you have to do, or that you should do. So here you have this little ramp right here, and you have to use this upper right flipper to shoot up this little ramp. It's really hard to see. So to shoot up this little ramp right here to collect blackout jackpots. So of course you have to collect as many jackpots as possible. So then there is the battle tank mission. The battle tank mission is also a little bit more challenging because you have 25 seconds to collect all 3 battle tank targets in order to destroy the battle tank. So one battle tank target is right here, which is the left loop. One battle tank target is right here, which is up this little ramp where you also collect the blackout jackpots. And one is right here against the target. So you have to collect all 3 of them to destroy the battle tank. Then there is the bad impersonator. The bad impersonator means there are 2 lights or 2 drop targets that are lit right here, and they are moving. So you have to shoot and hit the lit up drop targets as many times as possible. So there is no goal that you can reach or anything like this. You just have to try to hit the lit up drop targets as many times as you can to collect points. Then there is the meltdown. Well, in the meltdown, you have 25 seconds to shoot at this captive ball right here, which is not the easiest thing to do because, as you can already see, it is pretty far on the right side, and you have to hit the captive ball hard enough so that it rolls over this contact, that it hits this captive ball, which has to roll over this contact, and it has to hit this captive ball, which has to roll over and hit this little orange target back there in order to stabilize all 3 reactors. So sometimes you get lucky and it just takes 1 shot and you automatically stabilized all the reactors, all 3 reactors, but sometimes you just stabilized 1 or 2, so it could be also a little bit tricky and frustrating. Then we have, that was the meltdown mission, right? Yeah. Then we have Manhunt Millions. So in the Manhunt Millions, it's also one of those missions that doesn't really has a goal. So you have 25 seconds to shoot the left ramp as many times as possible to collect points. That's pretty much it. Then we have the Stakeout. The Stakeout is pretty much the same as the Manhunt Millions. So you have 25 seconds to shoot the right ramp as many times as possible to collect points. Then we have the Safecracker. Well, the Safecracker means you have 25 seconds to shoot into the subway entrance 4 times to crack and open the safe. And then, last but not least, we have the Sniper mission. So in the Sniper mission, you have 25 seconds to shoot into the Sniper Tower to collect the points. You just shoot in once and that's already it. But then the sniper is falling from the roof and you have another 10 seconds to shoot the Sniper Tower a second time. So then you get the points that you've just collected again. So if you hit the Sniper Tower and you collect 19 million points, and you manage to hit the Sniper Tower a second time within those 10 seconds, then you get another 19 million points. So that's the way it is. So after you've finished the last mission, which mission it is, you have to shoot at the build-up chain feature once again to really start the ultimate challenge. And the ultimate challenge is a multi-ball mode, which also has no goal or end or anything like this. It just goes on for as long as you can keep more than one ball in play. And in the ultimate challenge, the only thing that you have to do is try to collect as many crime scenes as possible, because all crime scenes are worth 10 million points. And that's pretty much it. You know, it's not that you say, okay, after I've collected all the crime scenes, there will be a super jackpot or anything like this. No, just collect as many crime scenes as possible. They also stay lit. So when you collect the crime scene on the right ramp, it stays lit. So it's not that it goes away and you have to collect all the crime scenes in order to relight them again. So they constantly stay lit, no matter how often you hit them. And that's the ultimate challenge. You know, but like I said at the beginning, there is another way how you get to the ultimate challenge. And this is by starting and successfully finishing the multi-ball. How do you start the multi-ball? Well, first you have to collect all 5 drop targets in the right order, which means it starts from the left and then it goes to the right. So the letter that you have to collect is always flashing, so you know which one you have to shoot next. In case that one drop target is down, but it's the letter that you need, you can also shoot into the subway entrance and it will also give you the next letter. So it's up to you how you do it. So the first time you've collected all 5 drop targets in the correct order, or let's not say all 5 drop targets, let's say all 5 judge letters. The first time you manage to do that, those 3 locks will be lit, and then you have to shoot the left ramp to lock the balls. And if you don't have a Dead World mod of some sort, the first 2 balls don't get physically locked on the Dead World. They just roll around and then they come back on the right flipper. So only the 3rd ball gets really locked in the Dead World, you know, unless you have a Dead World mod of some sort. So after the 3rd ball is locked, the rest of the balls come shooting out, and the multi-ball starts. And in this multi-ball, your goal is to contain those 4 dark judges. So it starts with Mortis, then Fire, then Fear, and then Judge Death. So you do this by shooting the left ramp to light the jackpot, and then you have to shoot into the subway entrance to collect the jackpot. You can see it right here. So you have to do this 4 times. So each time you've collected a jackpot, you have to shoot the left ramp again to light the next jackpot, and then shoot into the subway entrance to collect the jackpot. And after you've collected the 4th jackpot, the ultimate challenge automatically starts, so you don't have to shoot for the build-up chain feature again. It automatically starts. So those are basically the goals and the rules of this game, but there's a little bit more that we want to talk about, because there's more to decide. There's more to that. So what else have we got? We have this little air raid ramp. So the air raid is constantly lit. You don't have to do anything for it. And you have to shoot up this air raid, or you don't have to shoot up this air raid, but sometimes it happens. And then the ball travels back here, and it ends up right here. And there will be a light which is going to walk around here. And you have to use the left fire button to launch the ball and shoot the ball in the right moment so that you hit the lit up drop target. So it is different from every single machine. So for me it has been the first 2. So when the light is almost right here at the U, then I shoot. So this is the air raid. What else have we got? Well, you have already, let's talk about the multi-ball mode. So like I already said, the first time you've collected all the judge letters, all 3 locks will be lit at once. But if you want to start this multi-ball a second time, you have to collect all 5 judge letters for each lock. So the next time you collected all 5 judge letters, only the first lock will be lit. And then you have to lock the ball, and you have to collect all the judge letters again to light the second lock. So the second time it is a lot harder to get to the multi-ball. It's only easy at the first time. So what else have we got on this game? So what else have we got in this game? So like I already said, the ball travels in here when you shoot the air raid, but when it happens within the game without shooting the air raid ramp, the ball gets automatically kicked back. But the ball doesn't really go out anywhere because there is no way where it can go. So it works like a kickback, but it stays active all the time. You don't have to reactivate the kickback. So what else have we got in this game? Well, you've seen those lights, those different colored lights, and the crime scenes. They are also somewhat important. So those lights right here, they only tell you about the crime level. So each color stands for a different crime level. So it starts with green, yellow, red, and then the highest one is white. So as you can see, the crime scenes have the ability to glow in different colors. So not only in green, like it is right now, but also, in different colors. But it always just lights up in one color. So this tells you about the crime level, and of course the higher the crime level is, the more points you get when you collect the crime scene. So I think it starts with 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million. And of course we want to get as many points as possible, so we would like to have a Class X felony. So we can shoot against those 3 targets to advance the crime level. So this is another way how you can make a little points. And the thing is, the crime scenes turn off after you've collected them, so they only relight after you've collected the last crime scene that is still lit. So you have to collect all the crime scenes in order to relight them, unlike in the Ultimate Challenge. And aside from those few points that you get when you collect the crime scenes are also important because they are the only way how you can get an extra ball. Because after you've collected 7 crime scenes, the extra ball will be lit, and you collect the extra ball by shooting one of those 2 orange targets. So yeah, that's basically it. Those are basically all the rules for the Judge Dredd Pinball machine. When it comes to those different missions right here, you also have this question mark target right here. So this target helps you a little bit with some of your missions. So sometimes it gives you a little hint, sometimes it gives you an extra time or more points or anything like this. So you have to figure it out yourself. So now let's get to the super game. What exactly is the super game? Well, the super game is basically pretty much the same as the regular game. The only difference is that you get a multi-ball mode right at the beginning of each ball. So there are 4 different multi-balls, and since you only play with 3 balls, you only play 3 of those 4 multi-ball missions, and it's totally random which ones you will get. And I say that because even if you collect an extra ball, you would think that this is like the 4th ball and then you play the 4th mission. No, when you get an extra ball, you play the same multi-ball than you did like the last ball that you played. So you only play with you only play 3 of those 4 multi-ball missions, unless you change the software settings that you want to play with 4 balls instead of 3. So what are those multi-ball missions? First of all, each multi-ball mission starts off with 2 balls. And if you collect all the 5 drop targets, you get some extra balls in the game. So they are called backup units. But this only works once. So, and after you've collected all those 5 drop targets within this multi-ball mode, it will also start the time limit for the ultimate jackpot, or whatever it's called. So there is an ultimate jackpot in the super game, which is 100 million points. And you have a few seconds to shoot that, but it's always a different location depending on what kind of a multi-ball you're playing. So there is the Mad Bomber multi-ball. In the Mad Bomber multi-ball, you have to shoot the left and the right ramps to enhance the jackpot, and then you have to shoot into the sniper tower to collect the super jackpot. And the 100 million jackpot is, I think, in the subway entrance. Then there is the Dead World multi-ball, which means you have to shoot up the left ramp 2 times in order to deactivate the Dead World defensive barriers. And then you have to shoot up the left ramp 3rd time to destroy the Dead World and collect the super jackpot. And you can try to do this as many times as possible. And I think the super jackpot in this mission is, or the 100 million jackpot, is the right ramp. But I'm not sure. It could also be the sniper tower. Then there is the traffic jam. in the traffic jam you have to shoot at the middle drop target to open the subway entrance, and then you have to shoot into the subway entrance to collect the super jackpot. But after you've collected the super jackpot, the drop target pops right back up. So you always have to shoot at this drop target to open the subway entrance first, so it doesn't stay down. And I think the super jackpot or the ultimate jackpot, which is worth 100 million, is in the sniper tower this time. And then there is the prison break multi-ball. So you have to collect all the crime scenes to kill or to catch the prisoners. And after you've collected the last crime scene, you also get a super jackpot. And I think in this multiple mode, the 100 million jackpot is into the subway entrance. But you know, the game is telling you where you have to shoot for the 100 million. You know, and every time one of those multiple modes is over, because you lost all the balls except for one, the game will continue with the regular gameplay. So it's just that you get those extra 4 different multi-balls right at the beginning of each round. That's pretty much the only difference that you have when it comes to the ultimate challenge, or no, when it comes to the super game. So I hope now you know about all the rules of the Judge Dredd Pinball machine, and I hope that it helped you to decide whether you want to give this game a try or if you pass on it when it comes to purchasing this game. So yeah, it's up to you. I don't want to tell you about my opinion or anything like this, because it's up to you. You have to decide it. You make the decision. So yeah, that's the Judge Dredd. Stay tuned for more pinball videos. I'm going to do another one on the Demolition Man and so on. So stay tuned, leave a comment, and check out my pinball channel. There are more pinball videos right there. So see you. Bye.